Hello everybody, it's LE Diecast, and we are going to continue looking through this box that my good friend Mood sent me from Egypt. That's more than halfway around the world. I guess we'll call it halfway around the world. A big old box that he sent me. For you guys that have been watching the channel for a long time, you know that I buy some cars for folks in different places in the world. So they tell me what they want here in the US, and I buy them up. And then I box them up and I send them off to them. And it's been a system that's actually worked pretty well. It's just a inside note. It's one of the ways that I pay for this hobby. So Moods is one of the folks. He's been kind of the one that we've noticed most on the channel because he's active in the forums, and he's more than willing to let me show off the cars and even open up some of the packages before I send them. So he sent me this box, and it arrived in great shape. He had put all sorts of presents in there for Angela and Andrew for Christmas, two of which were these little cats. Andrew already got his cat. His cat's sitting next to him on his bedstand. These cats are mine and my wife's that Mood set, and I think these are set. I still haven't actually gone upstairs to the computer since last video, so we're gonna research that. But we're gonna be looking at the Siku cars that Moods sent. And there were Sikus, Majorettes, Wellies, and Duragos in this. So we're going to look at each of these separate. So the Siku cars, for those that don't know, now the Siku, there's the label. I've never seen these in the US. I only know of them from the forums, and folks from other countries have mentioned them before. They're kind of the equivalent of our M2s. They have rubber or very rubber-like tires. They tend to have different rims for each car, opening doors on a lot of them, interiors that are really decorated. We'll take a little closer look. And then you're getting all of the branding and styling that you'd expect in a higher-end car. You can see there, that's a good example of what you would expect in a Siku. They tend to be kind of like a % or two bigger in size than the Hot Wheels or the Matchboxes. So even though they're labeled as 1/64th, it's, you know, I don't know whose 1/64th is actually correct. So it's slightly bigger, but not as big as what we'd see in the Jada cars. So they also come on these little peg-like cards, these small ones. When you get into the international card, you tend to get these smaller ones. I'm not quite sure why that is, but and Siku, to tell you the truth, I don't know much about this company. They are, I'm going to guess they are German, because that's the first language. Oh, here you go. They are German. Yeah, good guess. Made in China, German. Here's the back of the card for those that are interested. I'll try to leave it there for a second so you can read it, but I think they're German. Yeah, I don't know much about them. I don't know if they do import them to the US and I'm just not looking in the right spot, or I've seen them on eBay. So if there's something you're interested in, they're certainly not hard to get if that's what you want to do. So they also have the number and the name of the car up here, and I don't quite know how those numbers work. So if I find out any more, I'll write it here in the video, so you'll be seeing the notes. So what we're going to take a look at are these, and we'll open a few of them. This is the Volkswagen Passat variant, which we've been looking at. We'll put this back. By the way, excuse my majorettes in the background there. That was the last video that we did. Let's take a look at this Mercedes. Where's the card? Here we go. This one I already opened because I really liked this one. This is the Mercedes. What is he? He's a Mercedes McLaren SLR. And we'll take a closer look. Here's those tires. So rubber tires. There's the bottom. They usually have the name on the bottom. Real nice tires. Plastic bottom, metal top. Not particularly heavy models. The interior there we'll zoom in on so you can kind of get an idea of what kind of detail we're talking about. Come back here. So you can barely see it through the glass there. Let's probably a better look. But you are getting the, you know, the modeled steering wheel, or the Hot Wheels is probably just going to have kind of a little lump of plastic in there. You're getting things like the gear shifts. So a little bit of an upgrade over your standard Hot Wheels. Put this guy back there. And this is probably my favorite of the group, and that is the Indy car. Zoom out a little bit there. This Indy car, because this thing is just wicked cool. I'm going to take this one out because I want to see it. This is the racing, it's just called racing car. The Rennwagen. Come on. I don't know how they got this here. I got, boy, these are not easy to get open. Come on. Just a second. Let me get something to cut this one. Alright, here is that Indy car. And they come with a little, here, I'll get this for you. Here's, this is going to be hard to show on camera, but they come with a, here, I'll see if I can get this to scroll by. They come with this little fold out. Zoom out here. Just a second, let me move out there. It comes with this little fold out, see if I can get this to pan by, of all the different cars Siku makes. Now these are all kind of the farm cars. My best scrolling imitation I can do for you. The Siku Farmer. Then they've got these supers. And, oh, these must be remote control ones at the top. Yeah, radio controlled. So, here's some on the back. What are these? These are more supers on the back. The supers are really cool. There's like tanks, trailers. I've seen these in collector stores going for quite a bit of money. I really like the supers. Look at that one hauling a yacht. That would be cool to have. They also have these, what are they, 5-packs or? And there's these are radio controlled ones up here by my finger. There you go. So, yeah, Siku. Siku. Let's take a look at this guy though. So, rubber tires, huge rubber tires on this thing, like realistic size. Not much painting on the actual casting itself. They roll great. Wheels are all even. Those wheels will not be getting chopped up. There's no way I'm chopping those up. Okay, this is the BMW X5 opening doors. I'm not going to open this one. Nice tires on that one. This one's a really cool one. This is the Wiseman GT. I think I'm gonna open this one up because the you can't see it. Whoa. Gotta be careful with these guys. They're sneaky. Alright. Here's that Wiseman. Rims on that are really cool. I'm not too familiar with this car, a Wiseman. There's its logo. Does it have a little lizard logo? That's a pretty cool little logo. It's got like a little lizard. Painted windshield wipers. This one, doors do not open. Wiseman GT. Put that one over there. Next up, we've got ourselves a VW Golf. Oops, wrong way. In blue. This one looks like the doors do open. I think I'm going to leave this one in the package as an example. I usually display my cars out of the package, but I like to keep some examples for videos down the road. This one is the Audi TT. Look at the detail in the front. Again, big thick rubber tires on those things. Move him over here. This one, is this the one I wanted to open? There are two others here I want to open. I think I'm going to open this one. This is the Audi R8. I think we're going to open that one. By the way, the cards are glued on to the plastic card, if you're wondering how those are attached. This one does have opening doors. I don't want to open them up too much, but that'll give us a great shot of the inside. That's why I wanted to open this guy. The inside, that's some pretty well detailed dashboards there. I mean, you can see the control or the gauges. Really nice. It's got the engine there in the back. It's painted, so that's a clear window you're looking at. Painted. Move that back here. This is the Lamborghini. I'm going to butcher this name as soon as I saw it. It is the Lamborghini Murcielago. I don't think that's pronounced right, but Roadster. Nice. Very nice. This is the Mercedes GLK wagon. This one has really like big oversized wheels as far as the radius on them compared to the others. Opening doors on that one too. And this one I wanted to open. This is the Siku Sniper, which I thought was interesting. I think this might be a fantasy car. So I wanted to see what their version of a fantasy car looked like. So here's kind of their version. I think this is a fantasy car. Somebody tell me if this is something different. I'm sure it's modeled after a real car. But the name on the package was the Siku Sniper. Doesn't say anything on the back that's any different. Very cool car. So that will, yeah, let's get these guys out here where you can see them. That'll do it for our little tour of the Sikus that I got from my good buddy Moods. Again, thank you, Moods. We are slowly working our way through this giant box that you sent. Next up, it looks like it's the Duragos and the Wellies are going to be the next couple videos. So I will see everybody later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.